Ultra Maximus back with another top 10 video. It is that time of year, top 10 season, where I go back and look at my top 10 figures and videos and whatnots for 2019. And of course, this is the top 10 Transformers for this year. And there were a lot of really good figures that came out this year. I think the bulk of them were probably, personally for me, out of the Transformers Siege line. I really liked that line. And well, let's go ahead and kick it off and see what made the top 10 list. So my number 10 pick is going to go to the Walgreens exclusive Ratchet from Transformers Siege. It's basically the Ironhide figure repainted. They did add a couple accessories to it and has a quote-unquote third mode with a medical bay. I just really like this figure. I love the color scheme. I like the additional parts it came with. It just, I don't know, there's something about it that just pops. Also like the fact that we can kind of get a G1 robot mode out of these guys, which is pretty fun. Overall, it was just a really cool figure. It was fun to go out and look for. And when I found it, I really only found, I think, 3 total in 2 different Walgreens. So definitely a hard figure to find, but worth it. And that's why he's number 10. My number 9 pick is going to go to the Transformers Siege Sound Blaster. Now, again, this is a repaint and slight redeco of another figure, the Soundwave figure, which was awesome, but I've always been a Sound Blaster fan since I was a kid because, well, we didn't get a G1 release back in the 80s, and the deco is just absolutely gorgeous. He can fit 2 cassettes into his tape deck, which is nice. They get a little bit stuck, but it works, I guess. And of course, you got the fan mode boombox, which is really cool. He just, I don't know, he looks evil, and he's part of the 35th anniversary from Walmart, which is also another fun little bit, and that's why he's number 9 on my list. My number 8 pick is going to go to Transformers Siege, Buzzsaw, and Howlback. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, what? These are actually custom figures that I made this year. As soon as I saw Laserbeak, I definitely wanted to get a Buzzsaw figure. It was kind of unfortunate that Soundwave didn't come with Buzzsaw. I think that would have been kind of cool. But I found another Laserbeak and Ravage set, and I made Buzzsaw and Howlback. And I was really kind of wondering what to do with the Ravage figure. I almost made it Jaguar from the Diaclone series, but Howlback, basically the same color in its official Hasbro character. So I think these came out really well, especially the Buzzsaw. I spent a lot of time on them, probably about 3 weeks painting them, and, well, they came out really solid. I even had one of my buddies, TF Fanpage 101, he thought they were actual releases when I first put the pictures up, so that was a huge compliment, and I gotta toot my own horn. I think they came out great, and that's why they're number 8 on my list. My number 7 pick is going to go to the Walmart exclusive 35th anniversary classic animation Optimus Prime from Transformers Siege. Customizers have been doing this cell painted scheme for a few years now, and they just absolutely look gorgeous to me. This is the first official release of them. There was a Prime and Megatron that they put out for Walmart for the 35th anniversary, and like I said, I think this is the first official Hasbro and Takara versions of this. If I'm wrong, leave a comment down below. And I love the Prime. He is absolutely gorgeous, looks cool. The paint is a little fragile. You could easily scratch it off, so be aware of that. But sitting up on the shelf, this just looks gorgeous, especially from the distance. And, well, that's why he's number 7 on the list. My number 6 spot is going to go to the Transformers Siege Leader Class Shockwave. Now, I am not a big fan of all the extra stuff that's on here, but when you take all the extra armor bits off, the figure looks 100% G1. It's absolutely gorgeous. They did a great job. It transforms into a spaceship, which I don't particularly care for, but with the extra armor bits, you can get it into that G1 style gun mode, which is very, very cool. Yeah, man, I mean, it's Shockwave. How can you not like him? And that's why he made it to number 6 on my list. My number 5 pick is going to go to a third party piece. It's X Frank from Blue Lobster, which is basically Autobot X from the old Gen 1 cartoon, where they put Spike inside a bunch of leftover Transformers parts, which is kind of macabre. Like, who are these Autobots and why do they have all these parts? But it was a character I always liked. I loved the episode. I thought it would have been a great figure to produce. I'm surprised Hasbro has not put one out in like a Build-A-Figure set or some kind of convention exclusive. Now, this doesn't have a lot of articulation. It's basically a big rubber, heavy-duty rubber figure with some slight articulation, but it looks just like the cartoon. It's a really nice size. It will fit very well into a lot of Transformers, collections. You could put it in a Siege collection. You could actually put it, I think, into a Masterpiece collection, and it would work just fine. I mean, it's just absolutely cool, absolutely gorgeous, and it's robot Autobot Frankenstein, and how can you not like that? And that's why it's number 5 on my list. My number 4 pick is going to go to Refractor from Transformer Siege, aka Reflector. I love this set. I love the fact that it's not really a set. This is actually 3 of the same figure, but you can combine him together to make the camera, just like the old G1 show. Now, I got this one. This is the retail version because it's got the old G1 colors. They did have a Reflector back in the day for G1, but it was only produced by Takara Tomy for retail, and then in the US you could get it as a Hasbro mail away, and it was the toy colors, which was like red, green, and blue. Now they did do an Amazon 3-pack of this in those color schemes. I have not gotten that. I think I want to, just to have both sets, but this is a great figure set. Individually, it's not all that great, but once you get all 3 of them together, it's awesome. They look great. It's very cool. And if you can find 3, I definitely recommend picking them up. And that's why he is number 4 on the list. My number 3 pick is going to go to the Transformer Siege Leader Class Optimus Prime. I love this figure. Looks good. It's a great homage to the Transformers Cybertron series Optimus Prime, where he kind of, had these big wings. Not only that, in the smaller version without the additional armor pieces, he looks like the Armada Optimus Prime, which is very, very cool. And I think it's the Cybertron this is from. It might be the Energon. I can't remember which one it comes out of the Unicron trilogy. Leave a comment down below. But the damn thing looks cool, and I absolutely love it. Even though it's basically a redux of the Ultra Magnus figure, but they did a really good job with it. It's nice. It's heavy. My only complaint is its size. It's not quite big enough. None of the leaders were really that large in this wave of figures for Transformer Siege, which a lot of people complained about, and I can see their point, but the detail that they put into these figures and how solid they were, okay, sure, why not? I'll go ahead and take it. But that's why he's definitely number 3 on my list. So my number 2 pick is basically the same figure as number 3. It's Ultra Magnus, the leader class from Transformers Siege, and this is gorgeous. This was the first leader class figure I picked up this year for this line, and I mean, it knocked it out of the park. It is gorgeous. It's nice. It's hefty. Now, I will say the little blue butt piece he's got going on there was a little difficult to go up and down the spine when you're transforming it. There's a particular kind of way you got to do it, but once you figure it out, it's not too bad. This thing, though, I mean, it screams Ultra Magnus, and the vehicle mode has a very Robots in Disguise series look, which I appreciate, with them going for a Cybertron kind of feel, but it's definitely a great figure, and that's why it's number 2 on my list. And my number 1 pick for Best Transformer of 2019 has got to go to the Optimal Optimus Prime figure for Transformers Power of the Primes. One of the last, if not, I think the last of the Power of the Primes figures to be released. This was a fan vote figure from Hasbro. The fans voted to see what they wanted, and this is what we got. And it's a great figure. I love it. I love the scale. I love the playability, all the different features in it. I like how you get an Optimus Primal figure, even though it's not that great and he doesn't turn into a monkey bot. It's all about the bigger bot, which is very cool. The paint scheme, everything about it is just a lot of fun. And I'm not sure if this was actually put out in I want to say this was put out at the beginning of 2019, but it may have been late 2018. I never saw the figure out in the wild. I never once. And I ended up ordering it from Big Bad Toy Store for my birthday in August this year. And I am so glad I did, because it is worth every single penny I paid for it. It's just been a lot of fun, great to pose, great to transform, and I mean, it just rings the old Beast Wars character, and you can't ask for anything more, and that's why it's number 1 on my list. So there it is, my top 10 Transformers for 2019. What do you guys think of my list? Which figures did I not pick that you would have? Leave a comment down below, add links to your videos, jump over to my Facebook page, join the conversation there. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for watching me this entire year. Liking, sharing, subscribing means a lot to me, and I can't wait to see what 2020 brings us in the world of the Transformers. And as always, look for more videos coming soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.